Have you ever sat by the phone, waiting for your children to call, and the silence just feels heavy? You start thinking, did I do something wrong? Or have they forgotten about me? If you've ever felt that ache, you're not alone. Many loving parents go through this quiet stage of life, when adult children drift away, not out of malice, but because life pulls them in different directions. Today, let's talk about what you can do when your children stop calling. Not from a place of sadness, but from a place of strength, understanding, and love. 1. Understand that silence doesn't always mean distance. Meet Carol, a 68-year-old mother of 2. For months, she barely heard from her son. At first, she felt abandoned. But when she finally spoke to him, she realized he wasn't avoiding her. He was overwhelmed with work, kids, and life's constant noise. Sometimes, when our children grow up, their silence is not rejection. It's exhaustion. They're managing bills, deadlines, relationships, and responsibilities that we, as parents, once carried for them. Instead of assuming the worst, take a deep breath and remind yourself, they still love me, even if they're quiet. 2. Shift the focus back to yourself when the phone doesn't ring. It's easy to feel forgotten, but this quiet season can also be a gift, a time to rediscover you. Think about Linda, who started gardening after her daughter moved across the country. She told me, "At first, I planted flowers to fill the silence, but then I realized I was blooming too." Use this time to nurture your interests, whether it's yoga, art, volunteering, or simply reconnecting with old friends. The more fulfilled you feel within, the less lonely that silence becomes. 3. Communicate without expectation. Instead of waiting for the call, send a small message of love without pressure. A text like, "Just wanted to say I'm thinking of you. Hope your week's going well," goes a long way. Notice that it's not guilt-driven, not "you never call me anymore." It's simple, kind, and open. When love is offered freely, it tends to flow back naturally. One father shared that after months of silence, he sent his daughter a photo of his morning coffee with a note saying, "Wish you were here to share this." That small, warm gesture reopened their bond. 4. Build new connections and meaningful routines. Human connection doesn't have to come only from your children. Join a local book club, a walking group, or volunteer at a community center. Take Eleanor, 72, for example. Her children rarely call, but every Thursday, she teaches storytelling at a local library. "I may not get a call from my son," she says, "but I get 50 smiles from the children I read to." When you share your time and heart, you start to feel part of something bigger, and that deep need for connection finds new ways to be fulfilled. 5. Let go of the guilt, and it's natural to think they should call more, or "I must have failed as a parent." But guilt is a heavy coat that keeps you from feeling the warmth of the present. Your role as a parent has changed, not ended. You've guided them into independence, and that's a profound success. When you let go of guilt, you make space for peace. And when your children do call, you can meet them with love, not resentment. 6. Create gentle invitations, not demands. Instead of saying, "Why don't you visit?" Try, "I'd love to see you when you're free. Maybe a Sunday lunch." Small, open invitations make it easy for them to say yes. And if they can't come, don't take it as rejection. Life is busy, but love still exists between the pauses. 7. Remember, love is not measured by calls. True love is measured by the quiet bond that remains even in silence. Think about how many years you loved your children before they could even speak. That kind of love doesn't depend on phone calls. It's built into your heart. Sometimes love is simply trusting that they're living well, that you've done your part, and that they will come back when the time feels right. If your children haven't called lately, take this as a moment to nurture your own life, your own peace, your own joy. Love them quietly from afar, and trust that the bond between you still exists, even in the silence. Tell me in the comments, how do you find peace when your children don't call? And if this message resonated with you, please subscribe, and share it, because someone else out there might need this reminder today.